So, Skirk 101, alright? She has two playstyles, her burst playstyle and normal attack playstyle. So for normal attack playstyle, which is the playstyle you will probably be using most of the time, all you need to do is just tap the skill, tap the burst, and then do normal attacks, and she will be doing cryo damage, alright? That's absolute basics 101 right here, okay? She'll be doing that until that bar goes away, until that bar like drains off. Yeah. That's that. So for burst playstyle, to do a burst, you have to hold your skill. Alright, you can see she gets some energy at the bottom right there. Yeah. Once that energy is more than a certain amount, I can't remember what the exact amount is, I think 65 or something. Okay, look at this, when I do it again, hold skill. Now my burst is full. Boom, burst. Okay, I will show you how you can apply that in a rotation later. But for now, that's basically the basics. Over half, alright, thank you, Entropy. Okay, so for in a team, this is what you should do, alright? Just for simplicity's sake, I'm not going to use any proper team or whatever, I'm just going to show you. But first of all, before I say anything, she can only use Hydro or Cryo characters on the team, alright? You can't have any other characters on the team, just Hydro or Cryo. Okay, so the idea with Skirk is you want your other characters to be doing at least one instance of Hydro or Cryo damage, okay? So for example, I'm just gonna use my Kokome here, just hit him. Boom, I get 1 stack. Boom, 2 stacks. Boom, 3 stacks. You see at the top? Yeah, Skirk got 3 stacks now. So just skill, burst, and then do normal attacks. That's it. That's the most basic way to use Skirk. Now, as for teams, this is what you should do, alright? If you don't use 3 characters doing like Hydro or Cryo damage, you'll be losing out on this 170%. Like that's 70% more damage. 70. 2 teams, 2 Hydro or Cryo, that's 10 or 20% damage bonus. Once you use 3 characters, that's 70% more damage. So if you want to lose that much damage, yeah. 1 character can only fill out 1 stack, alright? That means each character can only fill out 1 stack, that's why you need 3 characters in total. 3 Hydro or Cryo. It doesn't work if just 1 character applies multiple Cryo attacks or Hydro attacks. She won't fill up her stacks. You need 3 separate characters. Yeah. Is Skirk, Furina, Charlotte, and Xingqiu fine? Yeah, that's fine. Not the best team, obviously, but that's fine. You know what? Since you asked that, I'll show you that. So in this team, there are many versions to the team. There's Furina, Shenhe, and Escoffier. That's the best. Or Furina, Yelan, and Escoffier. That might be a bit more better, actually, because Escoffier already shreds a lot of Cryo. But anyways, moving on. Her team looks something like this. Someone that can apply Cryo off-field, a Hydro off-field, and someone that another Cryo character to get like the crit rate buff and all. Yep. So this is how you do it, alright? Furina skill burst as usual, that counts as 1 stack. Use Charlotte to apply some freeze, burst and skill. Xingqiu, do the usual blah blah blah. Back to Skirk, skill, burst. Okay, do normal attack 10 times. You're gonna really do that? You're gonna do that right now? Okay. Do 10 times and then do a charge attack to make sure her normal attacks last longer. Alright? And that's basically it. So what you're doing, it's hard for me to show you. Let me just... So you're doing 5 normal attacks, 5 normal attacks, and then 5 normal attacks again. Okay, that's NA5 means 5 normal attacks. And then you're doing charge attack, and then you're doing normal attack plus normal attack. Yeah, that's the rotation basically. So on Skirk, charge attack, normal attack 5 times, normal attack 5 times, do charge attack. That is just to increase her duration, her uptime, and then do 5-5 again. Yeah. Oh, they give things in a way. Alright, can you see this here? NA5, NA5, that means normal attacks. C is charge attacks. Yeah. Alright. Furina skill and burst. Charlotte burst and skill or however you want. Xingqiu. Back to Skirk, skill and burst. 5 normal attacks, 5 normal attacks, charge attack, 5 normal attacks, and 5 normal attacks. She's not hitting him, but like, yeah, that's basically how you do it. Alright. Okay. Now for burst playstyle, here's what you want to do. So for burst, all you want to do is, you want to hold her skill first, and then swap out. Do your Furina things, whatever your Charlotte, your healing, your Xingqiu. Okay. And then go back to Skirk, hold your skill again, and then do the burst. Yeah, that's it. Once you do the burst though, you won't be able to use like her normal attacks until the cooldown is up. Then you can kind of do it again, but that's not really that. That's not very effective in terms of damage. Yeah, it's not. So the reason why you want to have a team like this, or even better if you have Shenhe, right? For example, if you have 2 cryo characters on the team. Let's say you have Skirk, Furina, Shenhe and Mika, for example, or Shenhe and Charlotte, or Shenhe and Scofier, even better. Right? When you do Frozen, when you apply Freeze, you will do something called, you will drop something called Void Reefs, alright? Okay, so I apply Hydro right now. Look at me when I apply Cryo. See that? That thing spawns in. Okay. There you go, there's 2 of it spawning in now. Eventually there'll be 3 of it spawning in. So when 3 Void Reefs are in, see that? That thing's become like, you know, it lights up 3 times. So when you tap your burst, it will increase like how long your normal attacks last. That's basically what the Void Reefs are. And as you're doing your normal attacks and all, as you're doing this combo, you will also create more Void Reefs, which you can absorb with your charge attack, so that you can do more longer normal attacks. Yeah. There is also another way of playing Skirk, where you can do like a hybrid burst and normal attack combo, but that is very situational. Isn't burst good? Burst is good, yeah. But like, burst is good if the enemy doesn't have that much HP. If you're doing in the Abyss, for example, unless your Skirk is built really well, you might not be able to do as much DPS. In terms of DPS, yeah. Okay, so the thing about the hybrid thing is, the hybrid playstyle, burst and skill, burst and normal attacks. When you start the Abyss, you will already have like Skirk's ultimate filled up, alright? Her ultimate bar, it will already be filled up. It will look something like this but full. So what you can do is, at the start of the rotation, just straight up just use her burst. So hold skill, tap your burst, boom boom boom, blah blah blah, alright, whatever. And then go to your Furina and stuff and do your things. That is basically it. Yeah. You can dish out just a little bit of damage, not that much, because your burst is not buffed by any of the Void Reefs or anything, any of the or your other characters, I mean. But yeah, you can do a little bit more damage. Just a bit, just a tiny cute amount. That's all. Yeah. Yeah, do you understand that, Meibu? Or is there any part you're still lost? Type down the team rotation. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Furina, skill plus burst, and then swap to... Yeah, I would do Charlotte's burst first. I think I spelled her wrong, I don't know. Charlotte, burst, skill. The reason why I do this, so that you apply freeze to do the Void Reefs. Followed by Xingqiu, burst. And then finally to Skirk, you do Skirk's tap skill plus tap. I'm not gonna say tap burst, alright? Skill, tap the skill and the burst, and then just do. And then do your normal attack 5, normal attack 5, charge attack, normal attack 5, normal attack 5. Do you understand what's going on here? There's the burst playstyle as well. What you want to do is, in the beginning, you want to do Skirk, whole skill, plus... Oh no, Skirk whole skill and then just swap out to Furina skill plus burst, Charlotte burst plus skill, Xingqiu burst plus skill, blah blah blah. And then once you go back to Skirk, you want to go Skirk whole skill plus burst. Alright? Do you understand this one? This is a bit simpler. Once you do the burst, you won't be able to do this. You won't be able to do the normal attack style again because there's a cooldown. So you have to do this rotation all over again from the beginning. Watch this. This is quite satisfying. Watch this. Okay, burst playstyle, right? Do this. Okay. Do this. Boom. So satisfying. Do I get something good? Do I get something good? Please give me a kiss. Fizz me! Yeah. Yeah, I should make a YouTube video, huh? It'll probably get 0 views. But every time someone asks me, oh, how to use Skirk, you know what? I can just plug my YouTube video and be like, hey, watch this. Yep.